everyone, I'm Nadine and welcome back. Today I am doing a review of Volition by Paradis. So Volition is the story of a girl named Tate McKenna who is moving from her hometown to New York City to sort of get away and create some distance from her past. This book is told from almost two perspectives. They're both Tate's perspective, but one is past Tate and one is present Tate. And what I really enjoyed most about this different look at her is we can see in the past what is fueling and what is causing Tate to act in the future or in the present, if that makes any sense. It's a really in-depth look of what caused Tate to be the way she is and to react to certain situations the way she does. It's a really interesting and different look at another side of a character. There's a very interesting foreword at the beginning of this book that the author wrote stating that this book is more cathartic for her than it's going to be for the reader, meaning not everything is tied up nicely in a neat little bow so that you can walk away from this book feeling complete. There is a feeling of completeness after reading it, but it's very different from any other sort of book that deals specifically with relationships. So that's what I really enjoyed most about this book, is that it was written for the author and not for the reader. So it's a very different kind of book than I'm used to reading, and that's what really drew me in to begin with. Tate has a lot of problems, and a lot of her problems originate from where she's moving from. So getting to see what she went through in the past and getting to see what she's going through in the future and the present is really exciting and a really different outlook on this character. And Tate is a very emotionally dark character. Her thoughts are constantly in like a black cloud swirling around, and that's a really interesting look at a character, is a very darker character. Usually there are darker sides to characters, but they're sort of suppressed and kind of pushed off to the side. But Tate, she is in her own little world almost. And because she's in her own little world, this book takes place a lot inside of Tate's thoughts, inside of her mind. And there's chapters where it's pretty much just Tate's thoughts, and that can really work and that can also really fail. And in this instance, it really works. Not only because we get a good sense of who Tate is as a character, but we also get a sense of different characters in the overall plot of the book. It comes through despite how much time we spent in her head. And some of the characters that come through is one of her best friends, and his name is Colin. And Tate and Colin have a very special friendship. They understand each other on a completely different level. I've never seen two best friends connect the way they do, and it is amazing to watch. And I wish I had a best friend like Colin. To a certain extent, if you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. But you do get a sense that Colin stands on his own, as well as her other best friend, Catherine. Although she doesn't stand quite enough on her own as Colin does, but she does. And then of course the love interest in this book, Hayden. I wish we would have seen a little bit more of him, but the story's focus is more around Tate and her sort of growth and discovery rather than a relationship. I also just wanted to touch on the writing style of this book. It's very poetic and beautifully written, and it reminded me of Colleen Hoover. And if you're a fan of Colleen Hoover, I would definitely recommend reading Volition, because it's got sort of the same sense and vibe as a Colleen Hoover book. It's very focused on relationships and people rather than like an overall plot line or an action-driven book. So definitely check this out if you like Colleen Hoover. So if you've read Volition, let me know down below what you thought of it. Thanks for watching. Bye.